Welcome to Underdog's Factory. My name is Tristan. I am a YouTube certified growth consultant, and I'm here to help you grow your gaming channel and make some money from it. Now, today we're going to be talking about video chains, or what we call them in the marketing world, video funnels. So the basic idea here is that we can chain videos together so that way your viewer will watch multiple videos instead of just one. And there are a couple of reasons that we want to do this. First, it's a whole lot easier to convince one person to binge watch a whole bunch of videos than it is to convince a whole bunch of people to watch one video. And the other thing is that the YouTube AI is actually designed to promote these kinds of videos and channels that are able to do this. So we actually have an example here that we can take a look at where a video was able to generate nearly 3 million views with only like 400 subscribers. It's pretty darn cool. Before we can get into that though, we need to first understand what's actually going on in the YouTube algorithm or algorithms. So if we read the Deep Neural Networks for YouTube Recommendations document, which is basically where YouTube explains how their systems work, we find the following. We use a deep neural network with similar architecture as candidate generation to assign an independent score to each video impression using logistic regression. The list of videos is then sorted by this score and returned to the user. Our final rank objective is constantly being tuned based on live A/B testing results, but is generally a simple function of expected watch time per impression. Ranking by click-through rate often promotes deceptive videos that the user does not complete, which is known as clickbait, whereas watch time better captures engagement. So what does that mean? Well, it means that the YouTube AI is actually assigning a score to your videos. It's assigning like points to the video. And your points go up when somebody clicks on the video and then they watch it for however much time. And so the AI, its job is to calculate that score and then present those videos to the viewer based off of the expected watch time per impression. So basically, the more often they click and the longer they watch, the higher your score. And then what will happen is it will also start to then show that video to people with similar demographics or similar viewing interests on the platform, so that way you're able to grow your channel. Now, what that also means is that if we can get viewers to watch multiple videos, preferably from our own channel, that means we're getting more clicks, more watch time, and more recommendations, because this is not limited to only the video itself, but also to the session as a whole. Meaning that if somebody starts off watching one video and then they binge watch another 5, well, that's a really, really good signal. So let me show you an example of this. This here is a channel run by my buddy Victor. He had a Castle Crashers video that was performing pretty well. It had about 50,000 views, which is great considering it had like 400 subscribers. So what we did was we created a follow-up to that video and some other little supporting videos based not only on the same game, but on the same concept, the same kind of content. The first video show would happen if you maxed out a certain skill, so in the next video, he did the exact same thing, only with a different skill. After that, we went back to the original video to see what the average watch time was, and to see if there were any like large drop-off points, or areas where we could see a lot of viewers leaving the video all at once. We then put a card suggesting the next video about 20 seconds prior to the average duration. So like, if the average watch time on the video is 3 minutes, and we put a card recommending the next video at like 2 minutes and 40 seconds. The idea here is that since we already have somebody on the channel and interested in this content, but they're kind of starting to get bored at that point, which, we lose about half the traffic by then, they're getting ready to move on to the next video. So what we do is we provide that next video for them right there. And if they want to keep watching it, they can. The card's still there. So, if they decide to click on it after 5 minutes or 10 minutes, whatever, they still have that option. But if not, they have the notification, they know that the other video exists. We then place links to the new video in the comment section, pin that comment to the top, as well as in the description and in the end screens. And so this way, all the people who are watching that first video, they'll definitely be invited to watch the next one. And guess what? It worked! That video started outperforming the other videos on the channel almost immediately. But after about 45 days, that's when things really went crazy. So just to give you an idea, within the first year, this video picked up nearly 1 million views. And now here in December, we're going to hit the 2-year mark since it was uploaded, and now it's nearing 3 million. It has like 2.88 million views right now. And so not only has this channel picked up a lot of views, but it's also helped him to pick up a lot of new subscribers. Right now, he has about 4,000 subscribers, and it continues to build, and he has a very healthy and engaged audience, which is great. So going back to what we were talking about before in the estimated watch time per impression, the click-through rate on this video is about 9%, and it has an average watch time of about 3 minutes. But here's the thing, that's not the end of the session. That's not the end of the chain. You see, we actually did the exact same thing with that video as we did with the first. We figured out where viewers were leaving, and then we sent them to another video. So at first we didn't have another follow-up video. We put another card at about the 3-minute mark because that's about the average across the channel. And then what we did, since we didn't have another follow-up video yet, we actually sent them to another popular video about the same game, and we just stuck the card and sent all that traffic over there instead. That way, we're getting credit for all 3 videos and not just one. So again, we're not just talking about a single video, we're talking about the entire session. And eventually this video started to outperform the original video that was like sourcing, that was feeding it, and started picking up its own views and its own traction because we're able to generate that initial traffic, which is really, really cool. Now, you might be thinking to yourself, Tristan, wait! I don't have a video that's performing very well, I just started! And that's fine. It means that we can actually plan this kind of video chain in advance. So instead of having to jerry-rig something and try to get it to work afterwards, like we're starting out with a plan. So what we do is we plan out a series of videos and connect them in the comments, descriptions, cards, end screens, and we also mention them in the videos themselves. Like some gaming channels will record 2 or 3 episodes at a time, and that way they can show previews of the next episode at the end of their videos. Others, like tutorial channels, will link together similar guides that the viewer might be interested in, or like what happens next in the game. And don't underestimate the value of playlists either. It's just another way to tell YouTube these videos are connected and they should be viewed in this order. And you'll notice that when you have videos in playlists and somebody watches the first 1 or 2 videos of that playlist, video 3 then becomes highly recommended to them across the platform. So what I'm personally working on right now is I've been playing Sky Factory, which is a Minecraft mod, and I'm working on a whole bunch of tutorials that show how to use the, I think it's called a Sky Orchard mod. Basically, it's a whole bunch of trees that you need to create in order to complete the game. And so video 1 shows you how to make the first tree, and video 2 shows you how to make the next tree, and so on and so forth until the very end. And I'm planning to make about 10-15 videos around this, and those are all going to be very highly recommended, and they're going to be tied to each other. Because once you watch that first tutorial and you have that first tree, well, now it's time to get the next tree. So you might as well watch the next tutorial. And it just goes from there. And what that does is extend the user's session time across the channel. It brings in several views instead of just one. And it also makes your viewers a lot more likely to subscribe to the channel because now they're watching multiple videos instead of just one. The other neat thing is, like we're talking about, even if they don't subscribe right there, then the AI knows that they're interested in your channel, they're interested in your content, and so you're going to appear more often as a recommendation for them. So that means not only will YouTube promote your videos to more people, but it'll promote more of your videos to those people more often. And in order for this to work, like I said, you need a plan. Your content needs to be consistent, so you can't have a skit and a vlog one day, and then gaming videos the next day, and then like product review the day after that. Like, you need to be consistent with the content that you're uploading, and it needs to all connect together. Okay, you need to intentionally connect those videos together, and then you also need to give YouTube the information that it needs in order to understand everything that you've done. And we have lots of guides here on the channel that teach you how to do that, so watch some of the other videos. Now, if it helps, I actually have a template that we use for our clients where we map out our videos and how we plan to connect them. We group them up into 3 different categories. We have something called a top of the funnel video, which is basically going to be a very broad or general topic. And we have a middle funnel of the video, which is where we'll go into a little bit more detail about some aspect of that top of the funnel video. And then we have something called a call to action video, or a bottom of the funnel video. And basically that's where we try to get money from people. That's where we try to convince them to do something, like to subscribe to the channel, or to watch another series, or whatever. Or in the case of most of our clients, it's to buy something, okay? But it's where we want them to perform some sort of an action. And that template is available for free. You'll see a link to that in the comments and then also in the description. Just head over there, enter your email address, and then you can download all those forms. And of course, I have another video that I think that you guys should watch next where we talk about how to stand out on YouTube as a gamer. You should see that video on your screen right now. So definitely go and check that one out. It's got some really good information. It talks about another one of the templates we have available there on that website. But my name is Tristan. I'm from Underdogs Factory. I hope you have yourselves a great day, and I will see you in game.